guys, in this video I'm going to be making some old school dub techno in the style of Maurizio or basic channel. Let me know in the comments what you think about this, and if you want to download the live set you can grab it on my Patreon along with a whole bunch of other exclusive content and much more. I'll link all that right here and down in the comments. Shouts to everybody on Patreon. So a good place to start, let's just check your tempo. I want to do a little bit faster, so I'm going to bump it up to 122. And I'm going to start out with this drum kit from Ableton. It's called the Dance Hall 80s kit, alright? Let's just load that up. And we've got a 4 to the floor kick, and I'm going to put in a offbeat hi-hat. Quite like this one. And we could put in like a clap on the last beat here. It's pretty cool, but we definitely need some bass. So what I'm going to do to make the bass is let's get a drift. And we need to pick a key, right? I'm going to pick a scale of B minor, okay? We got B minor here, and for your bass sequencing in this case, like in a lot of the old school tracks, it's very simple. So you just want something what's kind of gonna complement the 4 to the floor kick pattern, right? So we could have one which falls on every upbeat. Let's take a listen to that. So it's just kind of accenting the kick. Let's pitch it down an octave because we want a low frequency for the bass. Well, that's kind of a little bit simplistic. It could work, but what I'd rather do is put in another note, maybe on an offbeat. Let's try that. And that's like moving a lot nicer. But I'm just going to actually transpose this note down, try another key. That's working nicely, right? Now it's time to like basically just shape our bass. So I'm going to do that with a filter. Really nice. I'm happy with that. And that is the bass done. I'm just gonna now solo out the kick so we can get a feel of how it's moving with the bass. In fact, let's put the kick on its own channel so we can actually bust the kick and the bass together. So we can put in another MIDI track and just drag that kick from the drum rack onto a new track, right? A good way to start with your bass and your kick is just to set them so they're roughly the same level. And one thing I'd say is, like, if your bass has like some harmonics, like this bass, right? If we put an EQ on there, we can see it's quite a lot of harmonic content. It's not just your sub bass, right? You might want to actually filter down your kick and remove some of the harmonics from that. If it was the other way around, say your bass was really subby, you might want a few more harmonics in the kick, just so that your listeners are going to pick up on that low end, right? And there's like a difference between your bass and your kick. It's trying to create some separation between those elements. I want a brighter bass, so I'm going to filter the kick down. Not too much. Round about there is pretty nice. And let's put these in a group and apply some distortion to them. I'm going to use the overdrive distortion. This will work as like almost like a kind of glue, gluing the two elements together. It's going to give it a low mix. go back to our bass here. I'm just going to reduce the envelope amount. Really nice, our bass is working nicely. Let's get an EQ on our group. Yeah, I like that. So let's bring in our other drums again. Let's have a look at this hi-hat. I might want it to be more like a maraca kind of sound, so I'm going to fade it in. And the clap is a little bit, I just want to EQ the clap out. It's a bit too much like low end in there. Now we can move on to like adding some spatial effects, which is a super important element of dub music. So I'm going to go for 3 different return tracks. A spring reverb, so let's go grab the hybrid reverb. Drop down here and get rid of the convolution reverb. And what I want is just the convolution setting, so on the blend I'll just flip it over to there. And if you go in here we can select a spring reverb. Now a spring reverb is a very common element in dub music. It's a very dirty sounding reverb, so if I just was to send these claps and hi-hats to the spring reverb, you'll hear what I mean. It has a very distinct sound. So we got some very interesting springs here. We got a Berlin spring, which is nice. But we might not want to have that playing all the time, so it might be nice to automate that send, right? And we can do that in our envelope editor here, right? We can unlink it, duplicate it, so it's kind of following its own timing, and then just like draw in some automation. Really nice. The next thing I want to do is put a slapback delay on here. So yeah, if we type into the audio effects here, we have a slapback preset right here. Let's try that. Okay, this is with the Echo device. So the Echo device is an awesome tape echo emulation, which is a very common element in dub music. I've got it on a return track here, so I'm just going to make it 100% wet. And let's try sending again the clap to that. Nice. Just going to look at the filter on there. That sounds good, but I don't want to send it like all the way. I want it like 50%, right? So again, I'm going to go into my envelope editor, unlink it, so that we can have it running on its own timing, and just maybe we'll set it every 3 bars. I just want the I just want it to get sent there like kind of every 3 bars, alright? So kind of randomly. Nice. The next return channel, I'm going to put a dub delay on there. So this might be a bit of a bigger kind of delay, maybe like a dotted 8th note. Let's just type in dub up here, and we've got something called Dub Syndicate. Let's try. We got Dub Echo. Let's drop that on there. Make it 100% wet. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, okay, so we got our 3 return tracks set up. This one, number C, the dub echo, I'm not gonna send that at the moment. I want to send like my synths to that a bit later on. But we already got like a working groove here, sounding nice. Alright guys, so now we've got our drums and our bass rolling nicely. It'd be cool to make some dub chords. So what I'm gonna do is come up with the chords first. So let's grab Operator, which is a very, very nice FM synth. And we're in the key of B minor. So what I'm going to do is put in a note on B here. Just press play. And I'm going to come up with a chord what just sounds good with our bass, what we got going on. So first I'm going to do is put in the 5th, right? Let's try a minor triad chord. Sounding pretty good. Let's try add some more notes in there. I like that. It's working pretty nicely. Let's try inverting one of the notes. Now we've got our chords. I'm going to put in a sequence. So I'm just going to work around the snare drum and just try to come up with a couple of notes that sound good, kind of dancing around the snare. Something that just complements the groove, right? So let's just... sounding pretty good. Let's go for a saw wave. And now we're gonna start programming the synth, okay? In fact, let's do some FM synthesis for this, alright? So I'm not gonna go into how FM synthesis works right here, but all I say is right now this is a clean sine wave, and operator B, C and D can modulate this sine wave and also modulate each other, and you can build up a rich harmonic picture by combining these 3 oscillators, right? Let's just bring up the level of oscillator B here. Now FM synthesis has kind of a metallic feel to it, but it's quite a versatile form of synthesis. So now you've introduced oscillator B, I'm going to play with the transposition of it, and you'll see we instantly have a nice kind of dub stab. The reason it sounds like a stab is because it's got an envelope going on. So if I want it to be a shorter stab, we could reduce the sustain and the decay. I don't want it to be like that. I want it to be more sustained. Let's give it a little bit of attack. Play with that chords transposition again. Let's try changing the waveform. Let's change it to a saw wave. See what that sounds like. Again with the chords transposition. Quite like it here. number 4. It's a little bit bright, so let's just turn the level down a bit. Let's have a look at the main amp envelope. So this will shape the whole sound, right? I'm just going to turn down the sustain. That's better. And let's introduce operator C. So this is going to modulate operator B, and in turn operator B will modulate operator A, right? Let's play with the coarse transposition. It's kind of cool. Let's fade it in a bit. Nice, man, you got a nice vibe here. Now what I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to mute this bass. So we just got the hi-hats and the dub chord playing. I'm just going to set the levels. Let's turn up the master output a bit. So let's play around with the filter maybe. Give it some resonance. Let's try sending it to some of these return channels, so it's kind of sharing them with the drums. So yeah, I like that, but I'm just going to automate return C. So again, let's unlink that. I just want to put a sidechain compressor on the dub echo because it's a little bit big. I just want it so when the dub chord hits, it's going to duck out the signal and then like kind of fade it in. So I'm setting the sidechains to come from the dub chord. Let's just label this. Sustain down. I want to make it pre-effects. Nice. Just turn it down a bit. Play around with the tone parameter here in the synth. We can make it brighter and darker with this. Sounding okay, but I just want to add a bit of distortion to it, just to add a bit of character. I think I'll use a pedal device. Give it some gain. Turn the mix down. I'm going to give it some treble. Try transposing the whole synth down an octave. No, I don't like that. Try the operators. Try making it a bit tighter via the main amp envelope. That's about right. Let's reintroduce our bass. So I'm going to automate the slapback delay. Again, let's unlink it. Going to change this dub echo and actually swap it out for another preset in the echo device. I'm not really feeling that one. I'm going to go for the dub syndicate. Actually no, the analog collapse preset. Let's put the echo device before the sidechain so we still retain our ducking there. Turn the ducking off in the echo device. We don't want that to be ducking because you've already got it going on here. And let's make it 100% wet. Change it to... Yeah, I quite like that time. Let's try dotted eighth notes. Yeah, that's better. Let's give it a bit more feedback. Let's change our sidechain compressor to actually come from the kick drum instead. Select our kick. Let's just label our kick track. Select the kick drum track. Have a look at the filter on the delay. Might pull out some of the lower end on it. Yeah, that's working pretty nicely. Now let's introduce the ducking, which is actually like part of the delay. So we got sidechain ducking, and when the dub chord hits the delay, it also ducks out the signal. So let's activate that. Got a nice tight kind of delay going on. It's not too flabby, it's not muddying up a whole mix. It can be a good idea to compress your spatial effects. Like we could send all of these to an audio track and put a compressor on there, right? So let's just label this track compression, right? And I'm going to send each of these to that track. Set the monitor in. Audio, we don't want that coming in. Turn it off. Let's just solo out our spatial effects. Pretty nice. So we can now we need to make a hybrid reverb 100% wet. Always make sure your return channel effects are 100% wet, okay? So let's just apply some compression to this track, and the compression is just going to reduce the dynamic range and make the loud parts quieter and the quiet parts louder, and it might sound pretty good. So I'll just go for Ableton's stock compressor. And I'll just bring the threshold down here. This just gives us a bit of leeway with our dub mixing. So what if we were to push an effect too far, the compression is going to kind of save us. Like if we were to automate the feedback on this delay, like this, the compression circuit will kick in and we won't go deaf. Right, so let's back that off. Always a good idea, right? So yeah, we've got a nice vibe going. We could automate something in this synth too. Yeah, definitely the filter. I like the way that sounded, but the LFO which comes in Operator isn't particularly flexible, and if you've got Max for Live in Ableton, I recommend just using the LFO what comes in that. Now what I'm going to do is hit map and just put map that to filter, alright? Now that's a bit too much modulation for me, so what I'm going to do is reduce the depth, and it's too fast, so I'm going to reduce the speed. We could actually sync it up so that the modulation moves in time with our beat. Right, let's try that. Let's try quarter note timing. That's a little bit predictable. It's cool, but I'm going to go for a different shape of modulation. So I'm going to go for random. I want something a bit more random, right? Get that. That's more like it. It's almost like you've got somebody there on a mixing desk and he's doing the automation for you, right? But let's just smooth it out a bit. I don't want it to be so jagged, so you can smooth it out a bit here. Just gonna reduce the depth a bit more. You have to excuse my cats, guys. I got a cat on heat here and he's trying to get out of the house, but I'm not letting him because we've already got a family of kittens which have just been born. So yeah, he's crying out to get outside. But anyway, I digress. Don't underestimate the importance of cats in your dub techno setup. Anyway, we got a nice feel going here. Yeah, I could dance to this for hours, but I want to introduce another element which kind of connects with the low end and the low mids. So another dub chord which will kind of respond to this dub chord, but also connect the top end with the low end. So this dub chord is kind of connected to the top end. They sound like they belong together, right? Then you got this low end which is kind of on its own, and another dub chord could like kind of bridge the gap between those two areas of the mix, right? So once again, guys, you'll be able to download this set on my Patreon along with a whole bunch more exclusive content. Get at me about your own productions. Download the Ableton Live pack, which is like dub techno specific. So much more. I'll link all that right here and down in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you think about this style of dub techno. If you're into basic channel and kind of Maurizio and like the old school kind of flavor. And yeah, by the way, guys, we're gonna actually be putting some tape compression on later on. You know, add a bit of noise and give us more of a crunchy old school vibe. So anyway, exciting stuff, right? So we got our return tracks, they're getting compressed. We got the automation going on. And all we got is 3 tracks, right? and one chord. Yeah, so on to the next element, which is going to be a dub chord, alright? So let's copy the dub chord over, sorry, the chords over from our previous synth. Let's just press play. Oh, we don't want the automation. Can we delete, clear all envelopes, alright. Now, what I'm going to do is just delete, I'm just going to have one note for this. Let's move it around till it sounds good with our groove. Now, I think it sounds good there because we got a dub chord on the offbeats. It'd be nice to have one on the downbeat, you know, like a solid. Just sounds right, okay? So what I'm going to do right here is maybe we could transpose it. Let's try pitching that down an octave. Yeah, I like that. Just turn down a little bit. So for this dub chord, I'm just going to go for subtractive synthesis. No FM. Let's see what we can do. I mean, you could just copy that synth over from the previous one and just have it pitched down. I mean, that could work. Pitch it down an octave. I'm actually just gonna go for a different flavor and go for subtractive synthesis. So a game with operator is kind of a really good synth just to work with. Let me know in the comments, guys, what's your favorite synth to work with in Ableton. Mine is definitely operator. I'm not a big fan of meld. So far I haven't used it that much, but didn't really vibe with it. I really like drift. Wavetable's cool, and it's wavetable's something I go for when I want a specific kind of effect. So anyway, we got our operator here. I'm gonna go for a saw wave, right? And we just work with the filter and do some subtractive synthesis. So subtractive synthesis, you're working with like a filter to reduce, subtract harmonics, right, and shape the sound. This is typical dub techno synthesis, right? So let's pitch this down an octave. I'd like it to be lower down. But it's a little bit too dark, and I'd like to shape the sound a bit. So let's apply some envelope to the filter. Shape the envelope. Maybe give it a little bit of a tap. Maybe some resonance. Let's shape the amp envelope. Could be good to have it kind of a bit more stabby. Give it a bit more envelope. Yeah, I like it like this. Sounding pretty good. Let's try sending it to our spring reverb. Nice. Love the Berlin spring. Let's try the slap back. At this point, what I'm going to do is actually do some dub mixing myself. So far we've been relying on LFOs and envelope editors. This time I'm just going to hit record right here, and it's going to start printing into our arrangement view. Okay. Here we are. What I'm going to do is go onto our mixer here. Control Alt M, and I can just play around with these returns, right? These sends, and we can get some vibes going. A lot of fun. Alright, so I'm happy with that little performance. So what I'm going to do, hit this little orange icon here. We can highlight this, press Control L, and we've got it looped, and we can just take a listen. And while we're listening, I'm actually going to hit record again and go to our dub chord. Let's just label this low dub chord. And this one, I want to automate some stuff, right? While we're going here, automate like the synth. Cool, so we got a whole bunch of movement coming out of that synth. Now this is about as basic as a dub chord gets for this synth. You know, you could mess about maybe putting a phaser on there or whatever, but I want to get to sequencing this track out a little bit, and then I'll upload the set onto my Patreon. You guys can go check it out yourselves. Again, that's linked right here and down in the comments. Process of sequencing, right? Pretty simple. First thing I'll do is just actually save a copy before I start doing anything like that. And get rid of any tracks which are just redundant so I can clearly see what's going on. And yeah, I like to hit this H thing so everything fits horizontally and you got everything in full view. This track, the compression one, we can minimize it. This group, let's label it drums and bass. And yeah, we could start out, just shave off this bit at the start. Again, let's drag this over. Let's hide the automation and let's have a look here. We got what I'm going to do is duplicate this whole sequence, Control-Shift-D. And I'm just going to mute maybe just a few elements and see if we can start out with a sparser arrangement, then bring some other stuff in. Let's listen to that. So I just want to actually automate this spring reverb on our top dub chord. I'm going to hit record here. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do is just put that automation into its own lane and just duplicate it all the way across. So yeah, we're starting out like this. Just sorting out the envelopes in this top dub chord. So I just want to sort out the automation on the filter on the lower dub chord. So now we're kind of getting our arrangement going. I wanted to put some tape compression over the whole mix. So It will just get that kind of unique vibe what tape compression has. It'll give it a bit more of an old school flavor, and it will also kind of glue the whole mix together. Now I'm going to use a third-party plugin for this called the Chord DSP, and it's a free plugin. I really recommend it, and let's throw it on the master bus. And I'm just going to go through the presets here. It's quite a deep plugin, and I don't want to go into programming it right now. So kind of dramatic, right? I don't want it that much. So if you wanted to add some tape hiss, you go to the degrade section here, and we could turn up the amount. Yeah. Try a different preset. This is pretty nice. This brings us directly into that old school flavor. Yeah, really nice. You hear that hiss, right? If you go to the degrade section and bypass it. Might be too much, right? I just want a subtle amount. And we got some compression going on, some tape saturation. Let's play with the tone, maybe boost the bass. Really hear that. But our bass is already kind of saturated, right? Let's try boosting the bass. Go back to our bass channel and bypass the overdrive. I pressed Control Z a couple of times. That's how it was before. Bring it. I like it, but it's a bit too much. Let's go to our tape saturation. Let's turn the drive down a bit. Now we've got some flutter and stuff going on. Let's turn the depth up to see what that is doing. So it's kind of like that. It's your tape warble effect. You might want to back that off as it's on our master track. Again with the wow too. Kind of like a drunk feeling. Let's just back it off so it's subtle. And again, I'll bypass it. Night and day, right? Let's just set the levels so what we can assess it correctly. So let's bypass that. You could say it's a bit cleaner without the tape compression, but we put it back on. Maybe a bit too much saturation. Let's back that off. Go to our tone and just back off the bass a bit. Bypass it. Yeah, I like it. I like what it's doing. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go upload this right now for you guys. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you found that useful, and yeah, please head over to my Patreon if you want to help support the channel and get some exclusive content. Get at me about your own productions, and you know, just get involved in dub techno. I'll link all that right here and down in the comments. Cheers guys, see you next time. Peace.